Hi guys, I saw this video on a channel managed by a Thai woman called Ying. In this very entertaining video, she was with her friend called Nanny, and they were just casually discussing the topic of Thai women dating foreign men, probably with the hope that some clueless Farang will learn something. Almost 100,000 views. I'm impressed. Now, the lady called Ying is young, attractive, speaks English fluently, and her thinking seems to be quite mature. Her friend, Nanny, is a little bit less discreet, considerably less fluent, but she actually has a Farang boyfriend, even though she admitted that she has mostly dated Thai guys. And while she loves her current Farang boyfriend, she has had problems with Farang men because of the cultural differences, which include language issues, I believe. Ying, on the other hand, has often been given the pass by Thai men because she's not petite and does not have fair complexion. I can vouch for that. Foreigners seem more attracted to women with Ying's typical Isan look rather than Nanny's Northeast Asian features. Overall, it's a good video and I even watched it twice. Now, the most interesting and hilarious part of the video has to be the part about Nanny's fear of sexual incompatibility with Farang men. Now, there are some sweeping statements about Thai guys being Zhao Chu and so on, but Ying tactfully gave it a politically correct deflection. Now, the most valuable and yet pointless question is, where do you meet normal Thai girls? Now, we all know what normal means, but being normal does not really increase your chances of trouble-free relationships. We've heard of horror stories about working girls sleeping all day, not interested in sightseeing, not interested in walks in the park, not showing up on dates, showing up late with uninvited friends, unknown to you, asking you to decide, but then they change your plans even though you're paid for bookings, leaving early with some lame excuse, etc. Impulsive, indulgent, impromptu. All that can happen with normal girls too. Now, some folks like it, some folks don't. So go in with your eyes open. As for the issue of money to support the family, I think it's way too simplistic for Thais to assume that foreigners don't understand that. I'm 60 years old and I'm still working like many Thai guys who have no daughters. Sure, there are some cheap Charlies around, but to what extent should this support go? It's not so much about whether one should support the family per se, but how far one should go. How much is enough? In fact, disputes can occur even among Thais themselves. Let me tell you a story without any names. There was this young Thai woman from the countryside who found a job at a factory. And the factory owner's son was working on the same floor with her. Now, the two of them worked closely, fell in love and got married. After marrying, the woman got a promotion and a raise from her father-in-law. But she was not happy about the work arrangements. Why? Well, she had to punch in on time, just like the other workers. No favoritism, which she expected. She received her salary every month, but apparently that was not enough. She kind of expected a direct credit line to her family in Isan. It's not just about basic living expenses. They wanted a new car, a renovated house, some fine jewelry for the woman's mother so she could be easily and proudly identified as the in-law of a wealthy family. Now, the man's Thai Chinese family could not agree to it. The woman's farming family could not understand why not, as the business family could easily afford it. Now, the thing that went on in their minds was this: what's the point of marrying such a rich family when you can't get rich overnight? They just say คนจริงใจร้าย, or Chinese people are mean. Well, some of us are extremely greedy, cunning and ambitious, but one good characteristic of the Konjin is financial prudence. They don't leave things to chance. They do more planning than praying. They make extra hay while the sun shines, way more than they need, and they keep a close watch on expenditure. This story is a bit extreme, but the mentalities being illustrated are absolutely authentic. Now the next one is milder and perhaps closer to everyday life. Expat worker meets Thai girl and falls in love with her. She's a normal university student waiting at tables in a restaurant after classes to earn some extra income for her family. Expat sympathizes with her situation and decides that he should help her out financially, so he gives her some money to pay for her rent at the hostel. A week later, university student asks for money to pay for her rent at the hostel. Expat asks her what happened to the money he just gave her earlier. She says her aunt is hospitalized and she had used the money to pay for her hospital bills. Now, these are typical stories I've heard countless times. The question on every decent and reasonable Farang's mind is this: is it going to be a bottomless pit? Where does the buck stop? With parents, siblings, uncles, aunts? It's never easy because the line may keep shifting as time goes by. Now, if a Farang man has been living in a foreign country for some time due to work or other commitments, it's perfectly natural that he eventually settles down with a local woman. But ironically, you don't see these guys going around desperately seeking a relationship. Instead, it's usually the guys on holiday who want to get into a serious relationship. I can see from the extremely flattering comments on Ying's channel that the biggest threat facing the image and reputation of Thai women is not so much the disillusioned Farang with a bad experience ranting on social media. The root cause of this problem are websites, channels and apps that intentionally or unintentionally matchmake unsuspecting Farangs with attractive women who boggle their minds. Now, I won't matchmake and I won't encourage. I know what the odds are and I don't want any bad karma.